To all Mega Man fans, the classic version of the Blue Bomber has been absent from the gaming world for a long time. We decided to change that by bringing out a new entry in the original series, complete with all the boss robots, challenging stages, special weapons, and unique enemies that made the original series so fun. From all of us at Capcom, we are proud to present to you Mega Man 9. May Dr. Light be with you in your quest to rid the world of evil once more. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It is the year 20XX, and the world breathes a collective sigh of relief now that Mega Man has once again put an end to Dr. Wily's plans for world domination. But then, robots start going wild all over the world. Could this be Dr. Wily, up to his old tricks? Dr. Light! It's your robots! You're right. Those are the new generation robots I created. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my doing. These robots are Dr. Light's creations. This proves he had evil designs on the world all this time. Join my efforts to world domination. Why don't you join me, Dr. Wily? I can't join you. I've changed my evil ways. You need to stop this nonsense, Thomas. Dr. Wily have created my own robots to stop Dr. Light. But only your donations can help me complete them. Once my robots are finished, they will save the world. We got another call. The phone is ringing off the hook. People keep calling Dr. Light to complain. What should we do? Well, for starters, I'm gonna go out there. Now I'm gonna do something about those robots. Thanks, Mega Man. Be careful out there. You haven't done this in a while, you know. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Mega Man 9. We're finally here, the beginning of the end. After this, we just have Mega Man 10, Mega Man Unlimited, and one more special video about every single classic series Mega Man game I'm not going to cover in length. We're finally here. First, let's make sure Legacy Mode is off, because we're playing on the PS3, and I don't want my sprites to flicker, even though I can make them flicker if I want to, but I don't want them to, so we're just going to jump into our new game. Notice that we have a bunch of special modes that we can engage in, but we'll talk about those later. For now, we have Tornado Man, Concrete Man, Jewel Man, Hornet Man, Plug Man, Splash Woman, Magma Man, and Galaxy Man. We're going to start with Galaxy Man, just like, like everybody starts with Galaxy Man, because Galaxy Man is really easy. Reality of it is, most of these robots in this game are pretty easy, but Galaxy Man's by far the easiest, very exploitable pattern. I'm excited! We're talking about a classic 8-bit Mega Man game again. I haven't done that in a long time. When did my Mega Man 6 Let's Play come out? That was like a couple of years ago, at least, from this point. Well, whatever. Welcome to Mega Man 9! We're back to the basics. That means no sliding, no being able to switch your weapons on the fly. If you want to switch your weapon, you have to pause the game. If you want to slide, too bad, you can't slide. You want to charge a buster, too bad, you can't charge a buster. That's the way it is. That's how Mega Man 9 rolls. One of the gimmicks of Galaxy Man stages, is those teleporting platforms. They play a bigger role later on in the stage. That was just a nice little introduction. Classic Mega Man introduction to a concept that will be made more difficult later on. And these enemies, also unique, special gimmick of Galaxy Man stage. They appear in later stages too, but you know, special gimmick of Galaxy Man stages. You can use those guys to move faster, but be careful because they will drop you into pits if you don't jump in time. So just make sure you jump in time and you're fine. This is the first Mega Man game I've ever played. It's not my favorite Mega Man game. I've gone on record and said that 3 is my favorite Mega Man game of all time. It still is. But this is the first one I ever played. This was my first exposure to Mega Man, was Mega Man 9. And probably a lot of people's first exposure to Mega Man, because, you know, a lot of people weren't around for the 80s when Mega Man was a big deal, and this was their first exposure. Mega Man's grand return. I really liked this game when I first played it. I don't know what it was about it. You know what? This game is... Okay, it's not my favorite, but it's perfectly paced and perfectly designed as an introductory Mega Man game. Do I want to say that? Yeah, I do. You know what? I do want to say that. This is perfectly paced and perfectly designed as an introductory Mega Man game. Mega Man 1 was not perfectly paced, and not perfectly designed. It's great. Trendsetter. But this game was designed for newcomers in mind. I mean, this game was really designed for newcomers in mind. It's not too difficult. It's not too easy. It's perfect. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it. It's perfect. Not my favorite personally, but it's designed perfectly for people to get into the series. It's why I got into the series. Let's talk about Galaxy Man though. It's got a very exploitable, easy pattern. Basically, charges at you, he flies around, drops a black hole bomb. He appears under the black hole bomb, which you can exploit by just running backwards and, you know, shooting him as you get closer and closer to him. You can land a few good shots in. Then he flies up in the air again and lands, teleports up in the air, and then he jumps to the ground and lands. You're free to attack him then. Sometimes when he lands, he will charge at you. Sometimes he'll just fly back up and repeat his pattern. Just keep raining pellet shots on him. As you can see, it's a very exploitable, easy pattern. But yeah, let me get back on to what I was saying before. This is the perfect Mega Man game for newcomers. It doesn't hold your hand, but it's not balls to the wall difficult like Mega Man and Bass. It's perfectly designed. And you know what? Earlier in the stage we saw a perfect example of that with the Galaxy Man teleporting hatches. We were introduced to 2 teleporting hatches with no enemies, just the one screen was just the teleporting hatches, getting you used to the idea of what teleporting hatches are. to prepare you for the later teleporting hatches, which are actually puzzles, and some of them actually had enemies flying around that you have to be careful of. And then in the screen immediately after that, we were introduced to the pinching, grabby enemies. But before they introduce you to the pinching, grabby enemies with spike pits, they give it to you just with a wall, just a nice safe wall, so you can get used to the idea of what they do. It's great. There's examples of how well this game is designed all over the place. But first, we have a cutscene, so I will shut up now. By the way, you can save or go back to the title. Oh no! The police have taken Dr. Light away! Dr. Light would never try to take over the world! This is definitely Wily's doing. Without a doubt. Don't worry, guys. I'll clear Dr. Light's name. Unlike other Mega Man games, you can also press the select button anytime you're in a stage, and you can actually end the game and just go back to the title screen if you want to select another mode, or if you want to load a game. It's great. You can actually save your game and load your game. It's wonderful. We'll see Black Hole Bomb, the weapon, in action, by the way, a little later on. This game is wonderful. It's fantastic. Perfectly designed. I personally think 10 is a better game, but in terms of introducing people to the Mega Man series, 9 is definitely the first one people should play. And by the way, this is pretty cool. When the octopus hits you, you actually turn black, like you're all inky and covered in goo. If you pause the game, you can remove the goo from you, but if you don't pause it, Mega Man will have that goo for as long as he's alive. It's great. It's a nice touch. I missed that life. That's a shame. I always go to the right, and I always miss that life. I don't know why. I always jump to the right. It's great. Anyway, Splash Woman. First woman robot master of the series. By the way, there are no bios for the robot masters in Mega Man 9, 10, or Unlimited, because the bios for Mega Man and Base only covered robots that came out during or before Mega Man and Base. So, if the game came out after, there's no bios to talk about, so sorry if you like the bios. By the way, this whole section should seem familiar. It was in Mega Man 5. Wave Man stage. This is directly taken from Mega Man 5. This is so cool. If you want to see that in action, by the way, shameless plug, but check out my Mega Man 5 Let's Play. I'm so excited to almost be done with the classic series. I'm not going to move on to the X series right away after I finish the classic series, but I will be moving on to the X series eventually. I think it's about time for a change of pace, though, so after I finish the classic series, I'm going to move on to something else for a little while. And then after that, we'll go back to Mega Man and tackle the X series. Maybe I'll do the X series at the same time as I do whatever I do next. I don't know what I'll do next, but I'm debating in my head. I got a couple of ideas of which series I want to tackle next, or maybe which standalone game I want to tackle next. We'll see. It's currently August. Hope your summer's going well. Mine actually has been going pretty good. No complaints. Nice part-time job. Still have plenty of time to work on videos and play my games and focus on my other projects. So, not bad. School's starting up again though, in a few weeks. In about exactly 3 weeks from now. So that'll be cool. Might have enough time to do Mega Man 10 before then, though. I hope I have enough time to do Mega Man 10. No, whatever. Hopefully I do. Splash Woman's pretty easy. She pretty much sings her siren song, attracts some robot fish as she floats up to the top of the screen. Then she will rain her laser trident down at Mega Man. Just be sure to dodge that. It's kind of an awkward pattern, how she shoots laser trident down. She shoots it where Mega Man was. She's not going to shoot it down where Mega Man's going to be or where Mega Man is currently. If you're smart about it, you won't get hit like me. So, really not that difficult. After her laser trident, she tries to stab her trident into you by just stabbing it straight down at the ground. When she does that, just shoot her. You got an opportunity to do so. Oh, I should mention, I will not be showing off weaknesses in this Let's Play. Not until the boss rematches. I mean, I use weaknesses for some of the bosses, especially in Part 2, because there are a few bosses in this game that are really difficult. For me, I'm not that good in Mega Man. Not unlike some people that can do no hit, no special weapons runs. I can't do that. I'm not that great in Mega Man. I enjoy the series, but I'm no super master at it. I'm just a fan. No. Anyway, we're going to Concrete Man. His weakness is the laser trident, if you're wondering, but I will not be using laser trident on him during the fight because Concrete Man's he's not that difficult. He's like Galaxy Man and Splash Woman, he's got a pretty easy pattern. Like a really easy pattern. God, just look at this game. See, it's so well designed. It's not so difficult, but it's not holding your hand and just giving you a straight path to run through either. There's enemies, there's obstacles, but they're not afraid to give you easy lives. At the same time, they're not afraid to not give you any E-tanks. It's great. It's the perfect balance of difficulty. These elephants aren't that bad. I mean, this green one, instead of just rolling the ball straight along the ground, he'll, toss it and he'll jump a little bit, but it's not that bad. This third one's kind of a bitch, because there's a pit, and my PS3 controller is not the best, so right about here, yeah. Fuck. I'll be right back. Okay. Fucking elephant. It's annoying, but you can handle it, and I can move on. God damn it. These spiders take 2 hits. If you have Black Hole Bomb, they are not a problem at all. They can be kind of a bitch, though, especially in Jewel Man stage. Be careful of the spider enemies. You're not going to see that many of them in Concrete Man stage, but like I said, Jewel Man stage is infested with those fucking robot spiders, and those robot spiders can be so annoying. So just be careful of them. But yeah, like I was talking about, I think I'm going to have enough time to do Mega Man 10 before school starts. I hope so. I haven't actually touched my PS3 version of Mega Man 10, so I'm going to have to play it at least once, just by myself, so I can unlock hard mode, because I plan to play that game in hard mode. Mega Man 9 is designed to be played in the mode I'm playing in now, which is something I'm going to go into greater depth in the extras video, but Mega Man 10, hard mode's the way to play that game. Mega Man 9, this mode's the way to play that game. This is the introductory game to Mega Man. Mega Man 10 is where it's like, okay, training wheels are off, we're just going to give you the full Mega Man experience now, which is why I like 10 objectively more than 9, but anyway. Concrete Man shoots his 3 concrete shots, he'll charge at you, he'll try to stomp you, and that's it. He's got 3 attacks. Stomping you, shooting concrete shots, and charging you. He'll alternate between the 3 of those, it's random which one he's going to do next. Try to give yourself as much space as possible. I made a mistake here. Try to give yourself as much space as possible in order to better avoid the concrete shots, like that, like what I just did there. Having as much space as possible makes it much easier to avoid concrete shots. Concrete shots themselves don't actually hurt you, but they will freeze you in place, leaving you completely open for Concrete Man to do a super damaging move. So be careful of that. Overall, he's not that difficult. He's dead. Yay! Woo! He's dead! Another dead robot. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm going to show you that Concrete Shot is Galaxy Man's weakness, and it is Galaxy Man's weakness. The only reason I'm showing it to you the way I'm going to show it to you right now, which is, hold on, Concrete Shot, shoot the shot. Yeah, the only reason I'm showing this like this to you is because during the boss rematches, I will not be using Concrete Shot on Galaxy Man. For reasons. The obvious reason being that the final boss is actually the Concrete Shot, and I didn't want to waste my Concrete Shot energy bar, so that's why I'm just showing it to you like that. The last Robot Master of this part, Hornet Man. I didn't talk about the music. The music in this game is really good. Some of it's reused. You'll probably notice that the weapon get theme is the same as Mega Man 2's weapon get theme. This game's really piggybacking hard on the Mega Man 2 nostalgia. I don't blame it. Mega Man 2 is a great game. I talked about how great Mega Man 2 was during the Mega Man 2 Let's Play, shameless plug. But there are more Mega Man games than just Mega Man 2. A lot more games than just Mega Man 2, and the fact that Capcom kept trying to piggyback so much on Mega Man 2 probably contributes to part of the reason why Mega Man is kind of dead at the moment. I mean, it's not the reason. There's a whole bunch of actual good reasons why the Mega Man franchise is kind of going nowhere right now. Not that there's nothing going on. Mega Man obviously is in Smash Bros. And Mega Man's gonna make new Capcom versus Marvel games, obviously. I'd say that I see Marvel games versus Marvel games. And Mega Man's gonna have his own cartoon series now. Although I'm not gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not. I'll probably get the first episode or try. See how it goes. But the fact that Mega Man's gonna have an alter ego, that he's gonna be a human boy, that's also a super, that's also like a super robot. I don't. Whatever. As long as they do Dr. Wily justice and make him a really cool villain, cool dastardly, old-timey style villain like he is in the games, then you know I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. Oh, hey, I got an achievement. Yeah, you're gonna see that a little bit here and there, because I played Mega Man 9 a lot, but I played the Wii version of Mega Man 9 a lot. This is the PS3 version of Mega Man 9, which I have not played much at all. So if you see me get some achievements here and there, that's why. I got most of these achievements during the Wii version of Mega Man 9, but not during the PS3 version, but not during my time with the PS3 version. And I wanted to play the PS3 version because, you know, I wanted a better quality video, so that's why I'm playing the PS3 version, not the Wii version, although normally I do play the Wii version, and only the Wii version. Oh, we reached the end of Hornet Man stage already. Nice free life here. You can skip out on getting hurt by this big enemy, but just tricking him into jumping down there. Giving me enough time and space to sneak right into Hornet Man's lair. Okay, out of the first 4 Robot Masters that we fought, Hornet Man's the toughest, because he is, without his weakness, a classic War of Attrition boss. That being, you just have to rain pellet blows down on him, because he barely has any invincibility frames. However, his Hornet Chaser, you know, they're called Hornet Chasers for a reason. They're really good at homing in on you, and they will chase you, so... Be sure to leave at least one alive, though. That forces Hornet Man to not summon his next trio of Hornet Chasers, and, you know, just keep raining blows on him. It's a quick fight. You'll either die or he'll either die. We got a mysterious gear that we'll be taking a look at next time. We're done, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of Mega Man 9 Part 1. For our troubles in beating Hornet Man in that crazy War of Attrition fight, we get the Hornet Chaser, a very, very useful special weapon. I'll be talking more about special weapons next time. Until then, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. See you in Part 2. Bye-bye!